This is my third video in a row where I'm talking about Jon Jones, and this is going to be the last. We now have the body cam footage of the latest DUI of Jon Jones's criminal career, and it looks awful. I have to cover it, and then tomorrow I'm moving on to predictions. I want to make a video on Mark Goddard and do other stuff besides talk about how this guy cannot go clean for longer than a year. And this footage may be worse than the rest. I'm just going to jump right into it. Make sure that we got everything here. Okay. This is the police body cam footage of the night. And, man.
Hey, where'd he go? Where'd he go off on me? I have one of the drivers leaving the scene on foot, heading westbound on Lomas. Okay, they're gonna check you out, okay, man? She's over here. Oh, she has no pants. Okay? She said she has no pants.
No pants. Okay, that's fine. Can we ask what's going on? Please talk to him.
So I'm pretty sure you can see the airbag. I'm just gonna back up. I think that's the airbag. I'm not sure. But again, you can't see the woman's face. Obviously, that's, to keep her identity secret. Fuck, dude. Literally the same car he was arrested in 2 years ago. Or a year and a half ago. I have no clue. For firing off guns in the middle of downtown. You guys remember that one? You guys remember he was taunting the cops, threatening the cops once again?
Please talk to him. Please talk to him. This is a friend that's a friend of mine.
Hello, who am I speaking to? Me is PSA Lopez. And who am I speaking to?
What's your name?
PSA Lopez? With the Albuquerque Police Department?
How many guys you guys I'll do with you?
Don't worry about that, man. Were you the one driving the vehicle?
My brothers attacked the dreams and the sisters and cell phones.
He was the one driving the vehicle.
So, I don't know how well you guys can hear the audio of Jon Jones on the phone call. I'm going to leave this footage link down below, as I do with all my sources and all my videos. But again, instant denying. Kind of sounds intoxicated. He kind of sounds intoxicated. We know he's intoxicated. I am willing to go with the assumption in this case that he is under the influence. Because he has been. Every other time this happened. Every other time. I want to stress that. Not just once, not twice, multiple times.
They're the most evil people you ever meet.
That's Jon Jones.
Jon Jones?
Mm-hmm. He was the one driving the vehicle.
But they don't waste their cases with just killing you on petty crimes. But they definitely listen to conversations like this, and some of them are bored enough to kill you. to kill you. Because they listen. And they teach me to be a man when I'm done.
Once again, threatening to kill a cop. Genius, Jon Jones. Wow. Genius, man. 37-year-old man. You know, mature, adult, you know, gives back to the community. This is how you give back to the community? Really?
So, listen to me, man. He's making threats, and if he's making threats, I gotta call an officer out here.
Call him.
Well, guess what, dude? You won't be the first guy this year that I threatened. It's gonna die. You'll be the second one.
And who am I speaking to? You, Jon Jones?
What? If you're untraceable, my brothers, they kill people for way less. Sometimes.
My brothers, they kill people for way less. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. You're throwing your life down the drain. Dude, like, your reputation after this is done. It's done. You're not gonna have those supporters anymore. I used to be one of them. But no, that's over. That's over. You're gonna move on. You're gonna become a businessman. You're gonna do all this. Does anybody really want to do business with somebody like this? With this many fucking DUIs? And the fact that it's the same thing every time. And you're threatening cops once again. Very Christian of you, Jon Jones.
Yeah. Passenger stating that the subject, his name is Jon Jones, the fighter, and he was under the influence, man.
The driver of the vehicle that fled is Jon Jones, the fighter.
I just got thrown over the phone.
He needed George 325.
I got thrown over the phone.
Right in the vehicle? What did it say? Starting you to 82 36 reference possible criminal charges.
He said, I know some people that can hurt you for less money.
George, 323 PD.
Yeah, it's him.
How do you know?
He has a picture and it sounds just exactly like Jon Jones.
Did they confirm that it was him?
Yeah, she confirmed.
This is already exposing enough.
Exposing what?
Like this government.
Like the government and stuff. Like what?
I'll stay here.
Only the ones who will really kill
I
you.
got it.
Are the ones that will kill me?
No, not you. But the government, he doesn't fuck with the government.
So right there again, I don't know how good you guys can hear. He said, once again, threatening to kill him. I can barely make out what he said. But he said something about killing the cop. And then he clarified, no, not you, them. We got 30 seconds left.
Conversations like this already. I would imagine. Because my phone is 100% aware.
Dude, I don't know what the you're talking about. My car is wrecked.
If I grab this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And who's your friend?
My friend is Bones Jones, Jon Jones.
Okay.
She confirms once again at the end of the video, it's Jon Jones. You fucking idiot. You actually are a fucking idiot. Like, man, Jon, you had so much potential. You had so much ahead of you. You could have gone down as clearly the greatest of all time. And your ego. You care more about being the GOAT. You always say it. Why? Why are we in the same situation every year, John? Um, you know, here we go. We got the actual quote. My brothers, they kill people for way less. As the video continues, who the body cam officer confidently says is Jones to another officer is speaking to the woman in the passenger seat. They already know it's Jon Jones just by his voice. You're a famous dude, man. And the Albuquerque police knows you by name. They know you by voice tone. They instantly just need to listen to a phone call for 3 seconds, and they know it's you. Um, Another officer speaking to the woman in the passenger seat that says she owns the card. The car, I think that's supposed to be. The woman is visibly upset responding to the caller. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. My car is wrecked. Before telling the second officer that the driver was Jones. Ugh. On Monday, Jones' attorney released a statement to MMA Fighting saying he's stunned that the Albuquerque Police Department charged Jones in this case. Prior to the incident becoming public, UFC CEO Dana White revealed that Jones notified the promotion of his retirement and that he is no longer the UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall was promoted, we know that. And then I have to get into this dumbass. Now, I know Jon Jones' attorney is supposed to paint Jon Jones in the best way he can. But fuck, man. This is a losing battle. And the sad reality of this is, Jon Jones has never been put in jail for any of this. I think that's what Jon Jones needs. I think that 6 months in jail is what he needs. But he's rich. He's able to buy his way out of it. Jon Jones' attorney is not happy with the Albuquerque police went as far as charging the now retired UFC champion for leaving the scene of an accident that happened back in February. Christopher Dodd, who also represented Jones during a separate criminal investigation after he was accused of assaulting a drug testing agent, I totally forgot about that. Issued a statement to media vehemently denying the latest charge against his client. Jones was hit with a misdemeanor for leaving the scene of an accident after a woman involved in a crash who police say exhibited signs of significant intoxication. Not just intoxication, significant, and lacking clothing from the waist down. Claimed he was driving her vehicle during the car crash but fled the foot unseen. Fled the scene on foot. Oh my. As Jones' lawyer, I'm stunned by the Albuquerque Police Department's decision to charge him in this new case, Dodd said in the statement. In the thousands of cases I have handled in my career, I have never seen a case as strange and unwarranted as this one. John was not driving that night. He wasn't in the car. It appears that an intoxicated woman used a false allegation against John to avoid being arrested for DWI, and the police fell for it. Really? Really? Based on the criminal complaint, it looks like they went so far as to seek a warrant for Jones' cell phone records, while conducting a misdemeanor traffic investigation. I have never heard such a thing. It is truly unbelievable that the police waste this amount of resources on such a case. The only thing I can think of is that the police are targeting John for improper purposes. We will get to the bottom of it and make sure that this basis case is dismissed. In the reports obtained by MMA writing from Albuquerque police, Jones told authorities that the woman involved in the accident was at his house earlier in the evening where they consumed alcoholic beverages together, and she eventually left his residence while intoxicated and later called to inform him about the accident. The woman involved in the accident claimed she expressed reservations about drinking with Jones, citing previous incidents where she alleged he forced her to drive home while intoxicated. The woman also claimed that Jones assured her that that wouldn't be the case this time, and they consumed alcohol and mushrooms together. A restroom incident occurred that allegedly required the woman to remove her pants with the intention of Jones driving her home to retrieve new clothing. She told police that the last person she remembered driving her vehicle prior to the accident was Jon Jones, and claimed she had no other recollection about that evening's event. Okay, if we're talking purely about a court case here, that is not a good look that she can't remember and that you know, I don't know. We'll see how it sticks in court. But again, when you're under the influence, it's not a very credible testimony, right? Police obtained Jones' phone records and phone records and his device were seen in the vicinity of the location. Oh, there we go. Where the woman claimed to be drinking with the U.S. fighter prior to the accident. Police stated that there is a gap in records for Jones' phone from 10:51 p.m. until 2:11 a.m. At which point his device was seen in the area of Northeast Heights in Albuquerque. At 2:11 a.m., police say the woman attempted a call with Jones, but he didn't answer between hours of 2:17 a.m. and 11:34 a.m. The following morning, Jones called the woman 13 times. Because people who don't have anything to hide don't, usually call people 13 times in a row. Police state the body cam footage also shows Jones texting the woman repeatedly alongside his phone calls, but details of the messages were not available from the call records. The gap in time for Jones' phone records coincides with the time of the traffic accident, and police stated, based on the evidence available, he cannot be excluded from the scene, so charges were filed against him. Jones' next court hearing is scheduled for July 24th. The latest criminal complaint against Jones was revealed just after UFC CEO Dana White announced he was retiring from the sport and relinquishing his heavyweight title, and decided not to fight Tom Aspinall. So, now with all of that, that took a lot more time than I thought it would. But, again, this is a horrible one. This is a horrible one. We will have to see it play out in the court. But again, the court of public opinion has already it's already sentenced. Jones fucked around his entire career. This isn't the first DUI, and it probably won't even be the last. And, his attorney doing the best he can to help him out in this case, but he was threatening police once again. I got my brothers. They'll do this and that. You're a fucking idiot, John. You are such a fucking idiot. This is not how one of the ambassadors of the sport should be acting. Or maybe it is. Again, hey, it's cage fighting, man. I don't expect fighters to, be on the up and up. Goody two shoes. Your typical family dad that goes to church on Sunday. I expect them to have a little edge. I expect them to be controversial. But again, man, you fucked around your entire prime. You missed out on the biggest fights of your career. And now a lot of people are looking back at your legacy and realizing, hey, he popped for steroids, he did this, he did that, he got suspended, he got stripped multiple times. It adds up. And hey, you made your money, man. You made your money. But I have a feeling it's gonna hit you when you're outside of MMA officially. When you're not thinking about a training camp. When you're not preparing for something. You are going to elevate. The same way BJ Penn did. The same way Bonner did. The same way Nick Diaz did. And it's only a matter of time, but I'm fucking done. I'm over this case. I went over the body cam footage. I guess, we'll have to wait until July to get the next update on it, but just the same, man. Just the same, man. Let me know what you think down below about this body cam footage and when is enough enough? When is enough